Good evening, students. How are you all? All are fine. I hope all are well and fine at home. Yes. So students, we are back with a new video of chapter number 4, second video. In the last video, I have explained you up to arboreal animals. I hope all must have gone through the video and tried to understand it. Students, we are trying very hard for you to make your every doubts clear. Still you are having any doubt, you are free to ask. Okay. I hope my way of teaching is helping you to understand in a better way. Okay. So the next part of the chapter. So we shall start with the aerial animals. Animals that fly are called aerial animals. The animals that can fly. Animals that fly are called aerial animals. Birds, bats and some insects are the examples of aerial animals. They can fly. Birds are there, bats are there and some insects are the examples of aerial animals. Bats hanging on the tree. Bats what we call bats, chamkadar. Okay, they are only able to see at night. They sleep during the day. So what do the following adaptations have? Will wings help them to fly? How they are able to fly? Wings, पंख जो होते हैं. Hollow bones make their bodies light. They are having very light weight. Their bones are very light so that they are able to fly. Feathers keep their warm. Feathers are there so it helps them to keep warm. And tails help them to change the direction. How they are able to change the direction? It is because of the tails that they are having. Okay, let's know more. Whales and dolphins have lungs to breathe fresh air on the water surface. How they are able to breathe? Because they are having lungs. Spider monkeys has strongest tail in the animal kingdom. So which is the animal that is having the strongest tail? That is the spider monkey. Elephant is the largest herbivorous animal. It can eat hundreds of kilograms of plant shoots in a day. Herbivorous are the animals we will discuss in this chapter later that feed only on the grass. Okay. So it is the largest herbivorous animal. So let's recall is there. So match the animal to the adaptive features. So frog, what will be the correct answer? Yes, webbed feet. Penguin, blubber, the fat skin that they have, they are having under the skin. Camel, we all know it is having a hump to store food and water. And fish breathe through the gills. Yes, it helps them to breathe. How do the fish is able to breathe? With the help of the gills. Let next move forward to the adaptation for the food habits. Now we are going to discuss about the food habits. Different animals eat different types of food. On the basis of type of food and feeding habits, animals are classified as herbivorous, carnivorous, omnivorous, parasites and saprophytes. On the basis of the type of food, different animals eat different types of food. So on the basis of the type of food, they are classified into different categories. So I am going to explain you detail. Herbivorous. Cows, horses, goats, deers, zebras, camels, elephants and rabbits are the examples of such animals. What are the examples of such animals? Cows are there, horses are there, deers is there, zebras are there. Their teeth and digestive system are adapted to cut and chew the grass. How they are able to adapt to this condition? Because they are having a special digestive system so that they are able to cut and chew grass, leaves and other plant materials. उनके teeth ही इस तरीके से होते हैं जिससे वो grass को काट पाएं, चबा पाएं उनके पत्ते. Okay, they are having a different kind of teeth and digestive system that they are able to adapt to this condition. Next is carnivores. Tiger, lions, wolves and jackals are the examples of carnivorous animals. They have sharp canines to tear the flesh. Because why they are having their sharp canines? Because they eat the flesh of other animals. So इनके जो canines होते हैं वो काफ़ी क्या होते हैं? Sharp होते हैं. So that they are able to tear the flesh of other animals. Okay. Next is carnivorous, which is completed. Now is omnivores. Bears, monkeys, crows and human beings are the example. Even human beings are examples of omnivorous animals. Teeth are adapted to eat both plant and animal material. They can eat plants also and they can eat animal materials also. Okay. Next is Parasites. Such animals live on inside the body of other animals for their food. How do they survive? They live on the body, दूसरों की body पर रहते हैं for the food. Like bed bugs are there, worms, fleas, mosquitoes and lice are some of the parasitic animals. Why? Because they survive on the body of other animals for the food. Next is saprophytes and scavengers. Animals such as hyena and vulture eat the dead bodies of other animals. Vulture, they eat the dead bodies of other animals. They are called scavengers. What they are termed as? Scavengers. Microorganisms such as bacteria and fungi that feed on dead and decaying matter are called saprophytes. So bacteria होते हैं जो microorganism होते हैं जो मरे हुए पे, those who are dead, the organisms those who are dead, जो उनके ऊपर छोटे छोटे बैक्टीरिया फंगी फीड करते हैं, that is known as saprophytes. I hope it is clear. Okay, now we have already discussed about the adaptation according to the food habits. Now we are going to discuss adaptation for the protection, how we should protect them. Animals such as elephants, birds and ants stay in groups to protect the animal. How the elephants say? They always remain in a herd of elements. Yes, army of ants, colony of ants. They always remain in groups, so they are able to protect themselves. Deer and kangaroos are animals that run very fast to protect themselves. They can run very fast. वो बहुत जोर से भाग सकती हैं, तो वो अपने आप को protect कर सकते हैं. Snail and tortoise have shells to protect themselves. They also have a proper kind of shell around their body, so they are able to protect themselves. Rhinoceros and buffaloes have horns for the protection. They have very strong horns so that they are able to protect. The cuttlefish has an ink sac on its body. It releases the ink in water to protect himself. So cuttlefish is there, उनके पास एक ink होती है, poisonous ink. So it can release into the water, so they are able to protect themselves. Animals such as polar bear, chameleon and stick insects have features that help them merge with their surrounding. The animals such as polar bear, chameleon that changes color and stick ants जो चिपक जाते हैं, they are having some special features that they can merge with the surrounding. वो अपने आप को surrounding से merge कर सकते हैं. And what is that process called? That process is known as camouflage. What that process is known as? That process is known as camouflage. Just a second. We have already, just a second children. Okay. After camouflage, yes, you can see the picture of chameleon and grasshoppers. Yes, you can see the pictures of the tortoise and snail. Adaptation, same behavior. How do they behave? Animals such as frogs, some snakes and lizards cannot survive the cold conditions in winter. They cannot survive the cold conditions in winter because every animal cannot survive the harsh conditions of summer also and winter also. Only polar bears. They eat excess food in summer and store in their body. So what they do during the winter, वो summer में ही इतना ज़्यादा store कर लेते हैं अपनी body में कि वो winter में काम आता है. They sleep during the entire winter to protect themselves from the cold. And this is called hibernation. What this is called? Hibernation. Why? Because they are not able to survive the cold conditions in winter. So वो इतना ज़्यादा summer में ही store कर लेते हैं that they doesn't need to come out in winter. And that process is known as hibernation. It is important. Okay. Some animals such as crocodiles and snail sleep for a long time in summer. And some animals cannot survive the summer. तो वो summer नहीं survive कर सकते. Then they can do the opposite. They store so much food in winter that help them to sleep in a summer in a cool and a shady place. Opposite of hibernation. This is called estivation. What this is termed as? This is termed as estivation. Some birds move from one place to another in search of food to escape the harsh weather condition for reproduction. And the birds also, they cannot survive in every condition. They have to move from one place to another. So this process is known as migration. What this process is termed as? Migration. I hope it is clear. So hibernation, estivation, migration is clear. Now we move to the care for the animals. Like human beings need care, it is also important we should take care of the animals also. Animals are living beings and they feel hot, cold, hunger, thirst, pain and other emotions just like human beings. They also feel very hot, they also feel very cold, they can also feel hunger, they also feel pain, they also have different emotions like human beings. When we want something, we ask for it, but animals cannot speak. We want something, we can ask for it, but animals cannot speak and cannot ask for their needs. We have to understand the emotions of the animals. We should take care of the animals around them. We can help them by providing food to them, by providing water to them, by not scaring them with sudden noise or cracker. We should not scare them, because many of us have seen in a recent a news was also there because of the elephant. Yes, a lady elephant was also being killed. You must have heard the news. So it's cruelty, beta. It is cruelty. Now some acts are also there against humans. If you are not treating the animals in a proper way, you can be fined for that. By not teasing them, we should not tease animals. Providing them with old and rugged blankets. Unko thand mein, whenever it is very cold weather, we should always provide them with some blankets and all. We need, so why not animals? Informing elders to take them to a veterinary doctor or to call animal rights center in case they are injured or lame. They are animal specialized doctor. We should take care of them. We should consult a doctor if we are finding any animal is very ill or injured. Yes? Okay. So with this, our chapter 4 is being completed. Now we are going to discuss the keywords. Keywords you have to do in your notebook. Habitat, the natural living place of an animal. Adaptation, the special features or the changes that allow the living organisms to live and survive in a particular area. Amphibians, we have already discussed, the animals that live on land and in water. Arboreal, the animals that spend most of the time on trees. Example, monkey. Yes. Aerial, animals that can fly like bats. Scavengers, animals that eat bodies of the other animals. Camouflage like merging with the surrounding, like polar bears. Yes, they merge with the surroundings. Hibernation, winter sleep of some animals we have seen. Estivation, that is summer sleep, the animals that sleep during the summer. Okay, so this is keywords. Now this is let's revise. We should also pay attention to the let's revise also, children. This is a let's revise. All the important points of the chapter that we have already discussed are given in a point. So I think we should you should also take a look at it. Okay. With this, our chapter number 4 is also being completed. I hope you all have understood the chapter. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, you can ask me whenever I will share this video in your subject, in your period class. So you can ask your doubts over there. Try to understand the video. Okay, so in the next video I'll be sharing the exercises of this chapter. Till then, take care of yourselves. Goodbye. Take care.